God's existence. 1. You finally met the real God in your long life of prayer and meditation, and learned the absolute truth that God is love. It was an amazing content that revealed all the secrets behind the universe, life and history. Applying this information to society solves social problems, and applying it to the world solves world problems. Not only this, but the unsolved problems of religion and philosophy are also solved. This is a new view of the world, a new view of the universe, a new view of life, a new view of providence, and a new view of history. This is also a unifying principle that can embrace the whole as one, while preserving the characteristics of all religious doctrines and philosophies. 2. There is a God is not just words, based on the relationship between the subject and the object through the principle. It is not that God must exist inevitably. God existed before I was, existed before I thought. And He controls all my senses and everything. Recognizing it is the most important issue. Knowing and recognizing is not the principle. It is meant to be recognized and known. When we are cold, we do not know and feel that we are cold. But we feel and know that we are cold. Likewise, if there is a God, you must feel that there is a God. You have to feel it with yourselves. That realm is the problem. In other words, the problem is how we determine the compassionate position. This is the problem. 3. When asked what is the most important thing in life, the first question is whether there is a God or not. The biggest sinner among sinners is a person who says there is no God, despite there being a God. For example, if the mother and father are alive and well, but the child says that there is no mother and father, would he say that the child is a filial son or an unfilial son? It is called invalid. Then, what about those who say that there is no God? Even though there is a God? All such people will perish. Therefore, there is no greater sin than to say that there is no God. There are people who say that God is dead. But there is no greater sin than this. 4. You must not perceive the existence of God only as a vague idea. It is unreasonable to try to recognize the existence of God only from a logical point of view. This is because He is not a God who only stays within the realm of logic. When we ask if faith that recognizes God logically can lead our lives and complete them as the reality of eternal life, there are many problems here. Then, what must we who live in such an environment be able to approach the true Lord and God? What we want to do before God is the historical hope of human beings, and at the same time the goal of God's providence.